out of everyone in the entire organization, I know the least about our offering. But what I would tell you is I'm very good at working with the people building an organization. Hi, my name's Devon. Today I own several multi-million-dollar companies. We started with $5,000 in a credit card. I don't know the easy way. I only know the hard way. Hey everyone, welcome to the Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast, where I give straightforward advice to fuel the entrepreneur in all of us. I'm Devon Dickinson, and today I want to talk to you about the Ted Lasso entrepreneur. And so for those of you who watch Ted Lasso, you're going to understand the reference pretty quick. For those of you who don't, I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory. So Ted Lasso's on Apple TV. If you haven't watched it, you're going to love it. And you're going to say, yeah, but I'm not really a sports or soccer fan. It doesn't matter. Listen, you're going to love Ted Lasso. It's got just great life lessons in it. Great characters. It's really funny. And I think it's probably, at least season one, in my opinion, is probably one of the best seasons of any TV show in the history of TV. So there's my endorsement. So if you watch it and you don't like it, well, then you probably don't want to enjoy the rest of these podcasts. But hey, listen, so the reason I love Ted Lasso and the reason I'm calling this a Ted Lasso entrepreneur is because if you watch this, the premise is that this American football coach, from the Midwest, takes this, Division II college football team and they win the national championship for Division II college. So he's never coached at like the NFL level or anything like that. He literally was just a coach in college, Division II, but he took a football team, American football, and took him to the championship. And his team loved him. They rallied around him, and he took a bunch of people that, basically weren't five-star athletes, and they won it all. And so the premise is he gets hired and he moves to England to coach in the English Premier League. Now, I'm a soccer fan, so English Premier League is the highest level soccer they're going to have anywhere in the world. And he gets put on to the head coach to basically run a soccer organization, football in England. And it's a comedy, right? And it's a little bit of a parody going on here. But he goes there and has this crazy success. And the reason is because he doesn't necessarily, he has zero understanding of soccer. And it's funny because he's always reading these books and they're telling him things and he can't explain the offsides rule. And there's all kinds of really funny anecdotes going on during the show. But what he does understand is he understands people. He understands how to run an organization. He understands motivation. He understands, how people think, how to motivate them, how to get the best out of them, how to get them to get the best out of each other, how to get people to work together. And the reason I'm calling this a Ted Lasso entrepreneur is because, in my opinion, that's what it truly takes to build an organization, right? I will tell you myself, and this is the type of entrepreneur that I am, because I am not good at any of my company's product, right? So I have a lot of different companies, and if you ask me about any of their products, I really don't know. And I'm not kidding you. I'm like, out of everyone in the entire organization, I know the least about our offering. But what I would tell you is I'm very good at working with the people building an organization, understanding success and failures, addressing those success and failures. Like, one of the things that coaches always do is they watch game film. And so that they can review what went well during the game time and make changes. What I'm always doing is every day I'm looking at our numbers. Every month I look at all of our numbers collectively together. Everyone reports on it. And we dive deep into the divisions and the organizations and what's working and what's not and who's working and who's not and what project is succeeding and what are the pleasant surprises and what have been the landmines that we've stepped on over the month, right? And I'm really good at kind of bobbing and weaving and organizing those types of organizations and growing it and motivating our people. And a lot of times people think, well, to be that entrepreneur, you have to have this, or to be a leader, you have to know everything about everything. And I'm going to tell you, that's never worked for me. And again, the reason I use Ted Lasso as the analogy here is because he still, as he enjoys coaching soccer, he still doesn't understand soccer. He doesn't know formations. He knows the basics of it, but what he does know is he knows the people. And that's what I would tell you. If you want to be a great entrepreneur, you have to know the people. You have to know what the people are supposed to do, what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, right? How you can change them, how you can motivate them, how to hire and bring on your team the right types of people. You know, how to understand and look at your organization and watch the game film and go back and look at the numbers and see what's worked, see what didn't work, and then not be afraid to have the courage to make those changes. And that's what's interesting in that, and the whole, the TV show, Ted Lasso, he goes over there and he's not afraid to make changes. As an entrepreneur, we have to have that same mentality. You can't be afraid of what people think. You have to know your company and know what works and what doesn't, and have a style and bring on people within your organization that work within that style. I'm Devon. This is Whiteboard Entrepreneur, and I hope that helps. Take a quick moment and hit that subscribe button for more content.